is also seen with Shaykh al-Muhsin Qasim. Shaykh al-Muhsin Qasim, when I used to attend his lessons, not once, and even when I used to recite Quran to him, not once did he ever open the Quran or open a book. He used to have a dars for 2 hours every day after Isha in al-Masjid al-Nabawi. Never once did he open a book. So this is the difference between the one who has the skill and the one who does not have the skill. And then we have the next skill, which is number 6, which is maharatu at-takrar, the skill of repetition, not revision, repetition, that you are able to just repeat and repeat and repeat. This is slightly different to the previous one, because revising doesn't necessarily, yes, it has a element of repeating, but not all the time. Maybe you can have different ways. You can have maybe summarizations or whatever it may be. It's slightly different. Takrar is just to repeat and to repeat and to repeat and to repeat. And this is a skill which is needed. And this is why the ulama, you'll hear ajab. Okay, you'll hear wonders from them. That this alim repeated this book this many times. He repeated Sahih Muslim 50 times. This person repeated the book 100 times. Subhanallah. And these ulama that have done this, they themselves will say, every time we repeated this book, we found a benefit that we didn't find the previous time. Allahu Akbar. From the examples that I could give that I can remember at the moment is the student Al-Rabi', the student of Imam al-Shafi'i, recited the book Al-Risalah to Imam al-Shafi'i approximately 70 times. And even from the contemporary scholars, Ibn Baz, and this is mentioned by Shaykh al-Usaymi, when he was a judge in a dilam, he taught, or Usul al-Thalatha was recited upon him more than 100 times. Small book, Usul al-Thalatha, this great alim, muhaddith, allama, Ibn Baz, over 100 times. Just repeat the book, repeat the book. Why? They know the importance of beneficial knowledge, and they have these skills. They have these skills and which other people do not have. The 7th, we're on the 7th one now, and this links in with the 6th one, is to have patience. Or patience upon this repetition. Okay? And this, subhanAllah, you'll find that some people, when they study, they get bored quickly. Okay? When they repeat the Quran, repeat a number of times, then they get distracted with their phone or something else. As somebody who's memorized the Quran, he doesn't have time to get distracted. He has to keep going over. It's very hard, don't get me wrong. In the beginning, I don't think I can concentrate more than an hour, and then I just daydream. We had the class for 2 hours. After 1 hour, I couldn't concentrate. But the more you do it, wallahi, you don't, without even realizing, you could sit there for like 3 hours and it's something normal. Maybe more. Okay? So you gain the sabr. Okay, so that was the 7th, which is patience. Patience upon this repetition. The 8th is al-hazmu ma'an nafs. That you have determination and firmness with yourself, with your own soul. Or with yourself is better, ma'an nafs, with yourself. You have this firmness with yourself. Because when it comes to memorizing the Quran, you have to be firm. There's no room for being lazy or anything like that. And you'll find that the ones who are truly want to memorize the Quran, they are firm. When a football match, their friends are playing football, they are firm and they say, I can't, I have to memorize the Quran. When this event is going on, they say, no, I can't, I have to memorize the Quran. When there's a family event might be going on, yeah, the parents will say, no, he has to go learn the Quran. So you have to be firm. And this is a skill which is learned when you memorize the Quran. The 9th is tanzimul waqt, time management. You learn the skill of time management, because when you memorize the Quran, Allah, you do not have any time to waste. Any time, there's no such thing as free time. Any time that may be free, khalas, you're memorizing in that time. Before Fajr, after Fajr, at night, during the day, whilst you're walking is a 20-minute walk, khalas, you can recite. If you were to read fast, you can recite just. For somebody who's memorized the Quran, there's no such thing as free time, and he's able to have the skill of time management. The 10th is at-tadqiq wa-tamyiz, scrutiny and differentiation. That he is very precise when it comes to his memorization. Because in the Quran there are many ayat which are similar and they have slight minor differences. But the one who has memorized the Quran, he picks up on these differences. And this is needed when it comes to knowledge. So many times in knowledge there are so many masail which are very precise and they're not for beginners. Okay, they're very precise, and one small letter, one small difference, or one small thing can make a difference in the whole mas'ala. So So this is the 10th, which is at-tadqiq wa at-tamyiz, scrutiny and differentiation. And the last one, number 11, is quwwatu at-tarkiz, that you have the skill of being focused. Because when you are memorizing, you don't have time to get busy or distracted with anything else. You are just focused on what you are memorizing. And this, again, a lot of students, similar to one of the points you mentioned before, they could easily get distracted. They could revise, they want to memorize a page, just sit for 5 minutes, and after that they're daydreaming again. As for the one who has this skill, then he is able to focus for a long time. So these are 11 skills that a person who memorizes the Quran is able to gain. Just to repeat them quickly. The first is the skill of reading. The second is memorization. The third is mastering the memorization. The fourth is being able to summon or remember that knowledge when it is needed, al-istihdar. The fifth is muraji'ah, revision. The sixth is repetition. The seventh is patience upon that repetition. The eighth is being firm with oneself. Ninth is time management. 10th is being able to scrutinize and differentiate. And lastly is focus. So these are 11 from the many skills that a hafiz of the Quran will gain, and have these skills which will allow him to excel in seeking knowledge, whereas somebody who is not memorized the Quran may not have these skills.